Here's a real high-class bout. Here goes. Here's a real high-class bout. And begin!
Oh, so
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Because you can only get hit so many times.
Right. Yeah, in the demo we have pre-equipped you with 4 health points, but in the actual game on September 29th, you will have
29th.
3.
I love that. No, I love a challenge. A lot of people are really big fans of games, platforming, boss level stage games that you can really have a challenge for.
Right.
And I think it's important that, that genre is still expanded upon. And I think, selfishly, as obviously I'm a fan, I've told you many times, I love the idea that this is bringing a super unique art style, a super unique play style, and also just the time, care, and credit that Studio MDHR took to put into this game really shows. And now
Yeah.
this is a boss battle we're actually watching.
This
right?
is one of the first bosses you'll encounter in the game.
He's like a cute little blueberry.
He is.
With really, really big eyebrows.
Yeah, in the 1930s, that cartoon aesthetic, everything was very dramatic and overdone. So you'll see a lot of that throughout the game that we've gone and captured. But in these earlier bosses and stages, it really helps you master the different techniques and mechanics of the game. So for example, this one, like I said, is one of the first bosses, and it really makes you use your dash.
There's a super.
Yeah, there's a super, and now he is about to enter. You've stunned him a little bit there, and here is the third phase. So James is actually playing in normal mode right now. If he was on simple, he would have had a knockout right then and there.
Okay, so with the different difficulties, we'll also do different stages of bosses.
Right. So we were, from a gameplay perspective, we were inspired by games of the late 80s, early 90s. It was really challenging, difficult games, Gunstar Heroes, Contra. You'll see a lot of that reflected in here. But we have incorporated some modern nods.
Good job, James. By the way,
I'm so proud of us.
While we're over here talking and nerding out, James is like,
Did you guys see that? Mom, where's my mom?
Yeah,
So
Mom was
excited.
watching. Mom was watching.
So, yeah, we have incorporated some modern nods to make it fair.
Okay.
So there is a simple and a normal mode that you can enter into at the beginning of each.
A brawl is surely brewing. It's on. Good day for a well battle. Here goes.
Is very mutual. The entire team has just been overwhelmed with the response and the support that we've got from everybody. That
Oh, now you're in a plane.
it really made 15-hour days, 7 days a week, well worth it.
And this started out small too. Like
It
you were
did.
saying,
We were-
like 2 or 3 people.
3 people, yeah. So there was the 2 creators, they're brothers, out of Canada, and then 1 developer. And then I joined on shortly thereafter. And then we progressively scaled up. We didn't think there would be an appetite for.
Really?
We didn't know. We were all in
You thought
totally
this was
separate
a little bit of
industries.
a niche thing.
Exactly. That's exactly what we thought. So we were like, you know what? Let's make this 8-boss Mega Man style select screen game. See what happens. Throw it out there, and it just after the reception that we received at our first E3, where we showed some clips in the montage, we saw that there might be some appetite out there. So we
Oh,
took
people
a
couldn't
shot.
stop. I couldn't shut up talking about it, and I know a lot of fans couldn't shut up either talking about it.
It blew us away. We were just like, what's going on, So I think at that point we said, you know what, let's go big or go home. We didn't want to be in retirement one day and thinking coulda, shoulda, woulda. So we went all in. We quit our jobs and
doubled down, made it bigger, made it better.
Much bigger, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I think a lot of the fans in the beginning were like. We're like, wait a minute, I heard about Cuphead, now I haven't heard about it. It's like, you guys really were like, no, well, based on your response, we want to make the game that you guys are loving and you guys are seeing and excited about.
Yeah, absolutely. Like last year when we had to do that delay, it was a decision that we felt poorly about. Like, we felt really bad because people were looking forward to it, but it wasn't a hard decision.
No,
we wanted to remain true to our vision and deliver the game. We had one shot at doing this, and we wanted to make it right. So it wasn't too hard to make that call.
At the end of the day, I'm always a big fan of. I always tell any developer I ever talk to, or anytime I see them online, I'm like, please take the time to make the best game
we're so
that
thankful
you
for that.
are proud and excited about. And I know Microsoft's been a partner with you guys to help make sure this is super optimized.
Supportive. Absolutely.
And I know those decisions aren't easy to make, but again, when it comes down to it, I think the cake speaks for itself that you guys have baked. So it is so literally right. It is so exciting. And I bought merch last night, by the way.
Oh, did you? Oh, actually,
I bought the shirts.
bearing gifts for you.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
A custom.
You steal that from Larry?
I stole it from Major Nelson. That's the fun things.
Now, speaking of merch, actually, I know we can't hear it, the very loud upstage, very hustle and bustle, but it's really worth pointing out the sound of this game, the soundtrack. I've heard you guys talk briefly about it, but maybe share some of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's nearly 3 hours of custom composed jazz music in this game, using a 10-piece big band, a 13-piece ragtime ensemble, a barbershop quartet, a solo pianist, and a tap dancer.
So you literally didn't leave anything out?
Nothing. We wanted to remain as authentic as possible to the era, did everything by... Extremely excited. When we came out with the date, we're so appreciative of all the people who have waited for us over the last couple of years. But we're really excited. It's 27 days away, but who's counting?
Not that she's counting. They literally were up here before we were streaming. They were like, 1, 2, 3, 27, 28. Oh my gosh, 27. But it has to be exciting.